So we were talking about a couple names, and Dr. Vegas didn't work, but you had another idea.
Oh, Outlaws of Medicine.
Okay, where'd that come from?
Well, to me, not outlaws in a way as far as illegal, but outlaw to me means somebody who goes to all extents to be resourceful. It's not about your resources, right? Resources in a hospital, resources in Vegas, resources, where there's a team of, people, cool, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're not, I want to know what your resourcefulness is. And for me, that's what medicine's all about. And we practice medicine. I mean, that's what it said. We're practicing medicine. And by that I mean I don't need permission. I need forgiveness. If I ever need to apologize, that's one thing. And I'm not going to cause harm, But for situational circumstances, they're all different. And if I have somebody who's especially, being that a lot of these people are on fixed incomes. So whereas you and I, the doctor gives you a prescription and says, hey, go fill this. Okay, easy, we go fill it, we do what we need to do. For them, it's different. They don't have a car.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them walk to wherever it is that they're going. And, if you have somebody, for instance, I just recently had a lady, she has a urinary tract infection. She's got a catheter. Her urine's always going to be dirty. It's never going to be clean. But it turned into a kidney infection. And I was just peeking through the chart, and it was so many people had seen her give her the exact same medication, and it wasn't working. So I said, okay, if I can get you here for 3 days, can I give you a shot in your butt and it'll go away? Did I ask anybody if we could do it? No, but it worked.
Good.
And so it was finding a way that was going to work best for her, to where she was going to feel like I cared. It was going to actually get better. And that's what I mean by the outlaw, is somebody who's able to go a different way. And I think a lot of the problem is everybody's scared to get sued, and nobody wants to get sued. And I think a lot of people practice medicine litigiously, and you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to practice medicine the best way that you know how for each circumstance. And people will ask me all the time, is it going to work? And I go, I don't know, but we're going to try. What's the worst thing that's going to happen is it's not going to get better, but you're not better now.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal for me. And when they say, well, you can't do that. All right, well, I already did. And it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
forgiveness.
Now what are you going to say? It's for the patient. Hey, if I made sure that all your appointments were in the morning, and I'm going to walk out to the front with you right now, and I'll actually schedule myself. I'm going to give you a card with every single appointment. She's going to come back because I did it for her. Mm-hmm. But she trusts me, and she's going to have to call and sit on hold and push 9 different numbers. These are people who don't understand that technology. Press 9 for this. Press 8 for this.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Right.
And she's like, all right, okay. So it's making bends and rules because you're taking an initiative to do so.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. You care.
So, if you feel like you want to commit suicide, call me. I'll talk to you. You'd answer my call, like, well, yeah, I'm not going to give you my number, but I'm not going to answer your call. But just talk to me, and if you need to see me, come into the office and sit there. And you might have to wait, but I promise you I'm going to see you. And it was 9 out of 10 times they didn't need to come and see me, but they needed my word that I was going to be there.
Gotcha.
It was a blanket. It was safety.
Gotcha.
And so that's what I mean by that. Not breaking rules even, or breaking standards, but practicing and being a good person. Treat every single person like it's your mom or your dad. And if you're having a shitty day, which we all do, know that their day is a little bit worse because they don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to spend their entire day in the doctor's office, so always remember that. You know, and even my girls were great. And I, you know, a lot of times I'd say, all right, well, block my last hour and I'm just going to go to your house. If I go to your house, will you be there? Yeah, and I'll feed you dinner. And then I started doing house calls because they can't come. They can't
Gotcha.
get to me. You know, a cab ride is not cheap from the other side of town, and then they're better. Then they don't end up in the hospital, and then they trust you. And that's all I meant by that. It's not about your resources, but your resourcefulness. And,
Sweet.
and that to me is an outlaw. That to me is somebody who just gets it done. I don't want to know what you can't do. I want to know what you can do.
Yeah, I like it.
Talk about what you can do. You know, if you want to know what's wrong with me, we're going to spend way too much time. And I don't have that much time.
Exactly.
So, tell me what you can do. And that for me that's what I mean by
Shoot straight. Keeping it real.
Yeah. Do
And-
work.
I know. I love it.